DreAllDay.com.
What's up, y'all? Dre Baldwin, DreAllDay.com. Next video in the What Should I Do series is where I take people's questions, their specific situation, and tell them what I think they should do, giving them direct advice here. This is from Chris. He says he's trying to learn how to dunk and it's very stressful for him. But when he gets home, he lives in a house where there's a lot of yelling, no one gets along. He feels like giving up, but he doesn't want to feel like that. He hates having that feeling. He wants to be that one player on the team that's not scared of anyone, who can dunk, lay up, play great defense. Basically, he wants to be a great, complete basketball player, which is understandable. He wants to be a beast, go D1. He wants to play professional basketball, but he's feeling down, and the down feeling is getting in his way. He lacks confidence. His confidence is very low. How does he fix this if it's possible? Well, Chris, I got good news for you, and I got some bad news for you. The good news is it's absolutely possible to fix. You can completely turn this around. The bad news is I can't do it for you. Now, some more good news is I can tell you exactly what you need to do, because the reason why I can't do it for you, Chris, is because I can't go into your mind and make you think a certain way. You choose how you think. You choose how you feel. You choose how you respond to any certain stimuli from the outside, i.e. the people around you, the things you hear, see, touch, do, taste. Everything is a choice. So here's the first thing that you need to do, Chris. You have to decide what it is that you want. You've already done that. You decided exactly what it is that you want. Now, the second thing is, if you have really decided this, I mean, you said it in the comment, but there's a difference, ladies and gentlemen, between saying that you want something and actually having made a decision to want something. And I hope all of you understand that. There's one thing to say, I want to do this. I want to make this much money. I want to make this basketball team. I want to have these skills. I want to have these accomplishments. Anybody can say those things. But when you make a decision, to do something, that means not only are you saying it, actually you don't even have to say it at all once you made a decision. You will start acting on it. You'll start acting on your wants, on your desires, and you'll start moving yourself directly towards accomplishing those things, and you don't have to talk about it at all. It doesn't mean if you talk about something that you haven't decided, but once you have decided, you don't have to talk about it at all. So the next thing you need to do, Chris, is make a serious decision about what it is that you really want and start acting on those things. As far as your confidence goes, as far as you getting down and feeling better about yourself, it'll help when you improve your skills. Improving your skills will make you feel better, because when you get success in something, it's going to make you want to keep doing it. And you're going to want to keep doing it and keep doing it. That'll get you through the hard workouts and the tough practices and the stressful situations of trying to get better at dunking and getting better at basketball, period. Here's the thing about stress. Stress is a choice. Stress is a feeling that you're working hard at something, you haven't quite gotten there yet, but can't we say that stress and striving for something, working hard and being excited are kind of the exact same emotion? It's the exact same feeling, because you're working at something, you're not quite there yet, but you're working towards it, you're progressing towards it. Now, one person could be doing that and say, oh man, I feel stressed. Another person could say, man, I feel excited because I know I'm getting there. I know I'm working on it every day, and it's getting piece by piece, step by step, and I'm eventually going to get there. They are the exact same emotion. It's just a choice on how you decide to call it. I was at a meeting the other day, at a Toastmasters meeting, and people say, you know, I get anxious or I get nervous when it's my time to come up front and speak. And you could also, at the exact same time, when you're about to come up and speak, say, I'm excited when I go up. I'm excited because, you know, my palms get sweaty. I start to get these butterflies in my stomach. That's the exact same feelings that people get when they're anxious, right? But they just choose to label it as anxiety, and they start to go down negative. Another person starts to feel it as excitement. They start to get up like, yes, this is the exact feeling I love. I'm about to go up there and speak. So you choose how you want to label your feelings. And when you label something as stress, or you label yourself as not having confidence, you label yourself as feeling down, you're giving a message to your subconscious mind of negativity, and your subconscious mind acts on every message you give it, whether it be positive or negative. Doesn't matter where it comes from, who it comes from, or what it is. Your subconscious mind accepts and acts on everything you give it. So what the next thing you need to do is change your vocabulary. Tony Robbins calls it transformational vocabulary. When you tell yourself you're feeling stressed, down, and you lack confidence, your brain is going to accept those and is going to start acting on those thoughts. And then you're going to feel more stress more down, and even less confident. And if you tell yourself, hey, I'm working on this, I'm getting better every day, I'm slowly improving, I'm going to get to where I got to go because I know exactly what I want, your brain is going to accept that. And think about what I just said. If you tell yourself those things, will you feel positive or negative? You're going to feel positive because you know every single thing is getting you closer and closer to where you want to go. So change your vocabulary because, as I said over and over again in these videos, the way that you word things, even if it's the exact same situation, you can change the way you're describing it in words, because anything you're saying to me in words, I'm sure you've been thinking and feeling for a long time before it manifested itself in this YouTube comment. The things that you say to yourself do matter, and the way that you say them, the words that you use, they absolutely do matter. These are not trivial things. They matter. So please work on that. That's the next thing that you need to address. And notice this, Chris. I've been talking for almost 6 minutes. You know, we haven't said a single thing about you being on the actual court yet. And this is the thing that I've found over the years of doing these videos and dealing with a lot of players, especially young players. It's not the on the court skills that a lot of you have a challenge with. The challenge a lot of you have is mental. The mental game side of things. So I know a lot of, Chris is the one that asked this question, but a lot of you need to really listen to what I'm saying here, because it's not really a physical thing. All of you know, if you want to get better at dribbling, you got to do dribbling drills. You all know that if you want to get stronger, you had to do some type of strength training. You might not know what to do. I have programs for that. And there are thousands of people out here on the internet putting out content about getting better at basketball these days. I'm not the only guy. When I started, I was the only guy, but there's thousands of people doing it now. So all of you know where to get the information to get better at playing basketball, the physical how to do it thing. But it's the mental thing that a lot of you are missing. And that's the thing that, Chris, you really need to emphasize here, that what you need to take away from this video is the mental side of things. As far as your confidence goes, there are 2 books that I'm going to direct you to. One is the Mental Handbook. That you can get that at dreallday.com/mental handbook. Is on Amazon/Kindle. And also the Mirror of Motivation. Same thing, dreallday.com/Mirror of Motivation. Those are 2 books that I wrote that are all about the mental side of things. Motivating yourself, being self-disciplined, having the mental side of the game, not only for your sports life, but for your day-to-day life. Because like you said, you're feeling stressed when you go home. So that's not necessarily a basketball thing. It's just the way you approach things mentally. And like I said, any situation you face in life, you have a choice of how you want to label that situation. Is it true, Chris, that someone else in the world could be facing the exact same situation as you, and they could look at it completely differently and take a whole bunch of positives from it instead of taking negatives from it? Of course you know that's true. And you can be that person. You can decide to change things differently. So when people ask me, Dre, how do I become more motivated? How do I stop feeling down? How do I get rid of this terrible feeling? One word: decide. You decide to change those things. It's not anything anyone else can do to you. I can't do anything to you to make you make a decision. You have to choose to make that decision. That is the what should I do for Chris. Chris, hopefully that helps you, Chris. Please take that information and use it. Don't let me have made this video in vain. Any of you have a what should I do question that you haven't already posted, if you posted it in any video, I will eventually get to it. Just be patient because I got to do these one at a time, of course. Don't respond to anybody else's question, even if you think you know the answer, because you don't. I will get to it eventually. What should I do? Anyone else with a question? Leave it in the comments. Be specific. Work on your game. DreAllDay.com. Thanks for checking out this video. Make sure you follow all my top content up here. Follow me on all your favorite social networks right over here. And make sure you are subscribed to catch all the new content I put on this channel every single day. Work on your